until almost 1 p.m. to go to sleep. Maybe not 1 a.m. It's just 12 a.m. to go to sleep. So I feel very sleepy yesterday. After I meet my supervisor, British supervisor, I'm very happy. We discussed very happily, and really it's very enjoyment. Talking with him research is what I'm very good at, and also we are very happy about it. I think I have more so confidence with my British supervisor because he never doubted me. And these things, all these researches, he never that all endorsed me and signed his name on it. And then afterwards, he will suddenly say, "Oh, I didn't review it. You should remove my name on it." And my British supervisor wouldn't do that. So maybe my Chinese major supervisor, he is a little bit not so confident in me, and maybe thinks me I'm not so reliable. So maybe he's not so understanding what I have talked. He has so many other students that especially in China cooperators, so not so much effort spending on my research. So that's the point. And so we had a very happy day yesterday talking with my British supervisor, and then when I go home, I feel full confidence about my thesis. So I just relaxed and don't do any work and just play video games, play the chess, and I'm so happy about it until I played almost up after 11 p.m. And then I feel that is too much. And in the chess.com, my score has become 950, and that's my level. I can't go higher. If I go higher, then I will soon meet someone very strong and then just beat me death. So I think playing chess is sometimes some kind of challenging me about making me understand that you play chess, play video games online, or is very very different from playing games with in person with the people, with your neighbors. Yeah, I remember when I was a teenager, I play chess with my neighbors. Then I will know that such neighbors are not so smart, so I will always win and I always will nail them. But then I will know their level, but it's very different to play online. You don't know who your opponent is. Sometimes the opponent is very very strong, and sometimes a very very different personality. Like I played with a Spanish Spanish chess, and he's from Spain, and he and I made a very big mistake, and then he began to laugh at me. I begin to laugh at me and ask me and say, give me thumbs down and ask me to resign, all kinds of things. Then I just didn't listen to him. I think I don't know. Maybe he is just a child, so maybe just a teenager. I'm much older than him, so I just immediately. No, not immediately. I just think carefully and just resolved that problem. I don't get that much lose. So, so, and so and at last I win. I win, and then he played with me again, and then I win again. So I don't want to play with him anymore. And this is very bad. This is a very bad case that you play with someone, and I money, and also about. I also played chess with a British last night, and that British man is so good at playing. And then he asked me, "You are a migrant, so isn't it?" And and that English that I very very spoken English, so I didn't. So my English is quite bad, so I don't want to learn this very on. E on informal English, so I don't want to talk back. So that is that is my experience. So and then. So this is talking about some people, and also I meet another person is very nice when he said that you could have win. Why did you do that? You could have win. Then I don't know why I can win. You just put your queens in this place and then you can win. Oh wow! I didn't realize that. So this opponent is very kind to me. And then so I think this research, nobody did research about this. You play games online, you can have a much larger variety of your opponents, and also will be timeless. If you play with your neighbor, then your neighbor will be called by the amount to have meals or go to sleep. Then you have to go to sleep too. But when you play online, that is 24/7. You can always find someone to play with you all the time. So it's quite exhaustive if you don't control, if you don't know when to stop yourself, and you if you can't find a content during the playing, then you will be exhausted. So I kind of know that I think that once I just play one game that make me to 950 scores, then I will quit. Then this is very good, very good standard for me to stop. Sometimes I will break my standard, and although I get to 950, I would like to play one more time, just to just enjoy a little bit more, and then I will lose again. So so it is not but at least maybe after 1 hour, then I would go to sleep. So how time flies. But I really enjoyed it after I played the chess, and then when I go to sleep, my brains will reflect all of some of the good moves that I have made that almost died, and I get something very very big improvement, and then make my opponent die. So very very and this is the moment that increases my confidence. I think I really like playing this. Although they have robots on the chess.com that they can quickly beat me, but I really enjoy the moment that to use my brain to do something. And also so last night, so consecutive 2 nights, I didn't sleep well. I both stay up late at night. So in the morning, I still wake up quite early at 7 a.m. Unexpectedly, I read the news about the war is beginning again. So I so regret that my money, I send some of my money, about 1,000 pounds, into my stock and shares ISA about 5 days ago, and then at that time, it is a very low stock market, very low. And then they just waited until yesterday. They invested into that stock share ISA, and that yesterday is a very big rise of the price. So they give me a very bad timing for this thing. So, very bad timing. That is so. I bought at a very high price. I thought I can buy it at a discount, but it's not. So regret. So that's the point. That is the badness. Okay, and the other thing is about. Then I read the news about the war is going to continue. So maybe the stock market will drop again. Oh, that is so disappointing. It will be dropped again. So I just think that if it is going to drop again, then I cannot say that I regret I put the money in last week, but so, and then that is and then more disappointing. That is what I read the news about the Russian submarine appeared just across the English Channel. Wow, I was so scared that the Russian submarine crossed the English Channel. The attack marine submarine. I talked English Channel, and I realized that is so dangerous. Maybe so dangerous living in UK, right? I don't. So and nowadays that Britain kind of didn't get Americans' support. If Britain don't get a support from American, how can we survive if Russian can? Then I know how nasty to live under under not Russian, under China. So I was so scared. Immediately put my mind to death. So after I read that news, I just collapsed on bed. Don't want to get up. I thought my mind thought so many bad happenings might happen to us if the Russian would invade. We have either would invade Europe or invade UK. I would think that I would like to fight for UK because but maybe they won't trust me. Even they wouldn't like to give me a civil servant job here. Yeah, but I really would like to fight for this. For the Western world, the free world. I wouldn't like. I really hate. I really want China to lose, and I always want China to lose, um, and also, but they wouldn't. Maybe they wouldn't like me to do any to work for them, and then I was thinking about, oh, is it Britain is not so strong, and then compete with Russian, and then Russia is so big, so ruffian, and then they can bully country everywhere. Maybe so I realized that maybe this CCP, this Chinese Communist Party members, why they send their mistresses and then their second, there are so many wives, their mistresses, their bastards, all go to all go to American, don't choose UK or Europe. And maybe it is because they know that America is the strongest country in the world. If American is there to stand up, and then the Russian wouldn't dare to do anything. I know how miserable it is to live under the threat of the ruffians, the bad people, like a bad country like a Russian. I really feel very 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 desperate about it. When I heard that you have to live in that kind of threat, that kind of country, I will lose any hope in life, and I would just collapsed to my feet. My feet would collapse. Oh, I feel, because I know that I have although I think personally I am very strong, and but you have to belong to a group to really make changes. You have to be in a team. Personally, I can personally personal fight. Maybe I can win sometimes. Yeah, I mean, but you have your that nowadays is a group fighting, right? And so and but is American really safe? Like then I realized that the 911 that happened in American, those people at that time in 2001, those people live in that towers, and so skyrocket buildings, and they died immediately during that time. What is so and many so it is not safe for them, and even some Chinese who are working there get a very high salary paid there would prefer to go back to China because of this because of all that how fragile life is, just destroyed in a minute. So they go back to China. I hear some people giving such interviews. So even maybe American are also strong, but it's not so completely safe. Oh, so that makes me so worried. And then my boyfriend asked me to get up for breakfast. He is so nice for me because he knows that this morning I'm going to the GP general practice to get some blood test. That I have an appointment with phlebotomist this morning, and my boyfriend said that he want to ensure that I had my breakfast before I going. Look, my boyfriend is so nice to me, always so care about me. I have never been treated so well by anybody else in the world. So careful about me, even more treat me better than myself treat me. So I'm very, very lucky with my boyfriend. So so I get up to have breakfast with my boyfriend. So I talked about the Russian submarine in across the English channel. My boyfriend said that Russian have so many problems. They can't beat UK. They said that we have better better equipment, while Russians' equipment is outdated and not so good. And Russian has a lot of Russians army that their humans also have a lot of problems, while our army is quite a good, quite a clean. So okay, and that makes me a little bit comfortable now. But yeah, but I really think but this shock makes me think about those people who are saying like a center saying that oh we world need a peace, we need to take care of people, we need to love people, it is it is completely wrong to be violent, to fight, to war. This kind of people is when like should be treated by Russian, right? By these ruffians like Russian, so they will know that they will know that these things can't you can't be you every that the goodness and the nice life comes at a price, and you can't just you in your mind utopia thinking about what you want and completely out of reality. You must realize this world is there are so full of those Russians and these better people, better countries, and then you have to fight in this world first before to build anything good. So this is a premise of everything, and those kind of people always against the war, against the violence, against everything. These people just don't have common sense. They don't. It's not a normal person. It's not a normal human. I think a normal human, when you grown up, you realize that anything that you want to do, you first have to become get rid you have to get rid of the better things, like you want to build a for garden, so you have to de-weed, so you have to kill all the weeds in your garden, so your flowers, so that your flowers can grow beautifully, right? It's not that everything that let everything grow as they do, then you will get a beautiful garden. You will get all kinds of rats and cockroaches and all kinds of bad things in your garden. So you have to kill something. You have to kill the better things and make your good world, right? So I some kind of makes me a little bit shocked and kind of understand realized something, realize something. Yeah, I and these days my boyfriend and I is talking about the Prime Minister Thatcher. Thatcher just sold the government houses to the poor people with £1, and why she sold it so cheap to the poor people, because they want to say that, oh, since you already have a house, so you will consume less. You will consume our less of our benefits, but to the those people, those poor people, maybe maybe alcoholists, maybe druggists, the gamblers, they would take advantage of the benefits of the government. They not only that they would immediately they will buy the house in £1 and then sold the house to to get the money, and then sold and such as maybe the house is market value is 1 million, and they can sold the house in a much lower price than the market value to a third person, and get the money, and they don't have house and use the money to do anything like gambling, like buy alcohol, like enjoying life, like uh, a like take drugs, take alcohol, and then they lose every money and don't, and then after several years, maybe within 5 years, they become poor again, no money, and no money, no house, and then they would ask benefits from the government again. So so that is wow, so that my background thinks that, oh, this completely desperate people, completely helpless people. You shouldn't help these people. They are so despicable, and shouldn't help these people. Then my boyfriend said that that is a scamming system. If you are poor people and the best choice of you is to sell the price, is to buy the house in £1 and then sell it and get some money, and then you can get more money. Otherwise, you get the house and then you can't get more money from the government. Only by using this money, sell the house and using up this money, then you can get more money from the government. So you don't you don't have to live in safety. You can live quite comfortably, enjoying your life, and also still get numerous money from the government. And oh, that so makes sense. So I think my boyfriend knows more about study than me, because this is a very, very realistic thing. Like when we having a job, do we really think that we we deserve the money for the job? We just we just do the job, and we deserve the money for the job. So just do it. No, right? We just want to um, just want to occupy the rule, just want to obey the rules of how to get money from the job, such as the job requires you that to stay in the office, or sign in for from 9 to 5, 8 hours per day. So you would sign up from 9 to 5 and then do nothing. Maybe do nothing. Then you just get the money and use the time just to plan a holiday, plan any living expenses, and do nothing. Right? But you have to sign up. So this is also. So everything is not that you deserve the money, or you everything that is a fair world. Everything in the world is those people who can't get any income, um, and have live on the government benefits. I don't. So I realize that then they should. So their government is like their companies that you work with. I think many people don't just play truant in their work, and just get some rest and don't pay less, get less work than they are paid for, just to get the money. Yeah, and those people who living on government office, the government is their gaming target, so they will gaming against the system to get money. So it is the same thing, right? Just like my boyfriend also said those Scientologists, this evil religion, target on people, promise people have a better job, have a better life, encourage them to get a better life, and although it is quite evil to try to control people, and but it sometimes maybe make some people get some improvement, right? So not those scams in Cambodia. Whenever it is break out, things like, oh, this is so big a trap, and this is illegal. You will have to get rid of. Oh, you get trapped in that scam, but don't you think these things is just it is just a part of normal life. It is not detached from us. People need it. Every people has a part of evil in their inside of themselves, and have a part of their need in themselves, so they sometimes need these scams, like those lonely people, lonely people, and they can't find any partner in the world, and don't have, and they need some people to love them, and maybe they are too ugly and too ugly, too fat, and to get any any attraction, attracting any people, and so they would feel very happy, enjoyment in these scams, and then someone would teach them how to do things, how to and tell them how good they are, and then they enjoy this thing, and they just paid the money, and also in a very very heavy price, and then they all think now, oh, that's a scam, we have to get rid of it. And so it is it's just exaggerated scam, but in the everyday normal life, it is some kind of scam, not so exaggerating, but some still can get by. So many traps in the world. Do you think it's completely fair world? Is never like that. This is a jungle society. Like, sometimes sometimes maybe the goodness in the just like in a land full of so many in a land you can get so many evil things can happen on the surface, but maybe on the basin, on the basis, on the basic, on the base of the society, that is very good things is boosting it. But these scams, Cambodian scams that love traps, and they have nothing good glowing upon it, so they kind of feedback like the Ponzi scheme. They have, it's they get the money, they don't get it invested in anything really good, so they just ruin the everything money. If they really can get something can improve, then they can keep it keep it running again. So so I kind of yeah, I kind of think that in the world is not black and white. Everything is gray, but in different degrees of gray of everything. And those evil things, those people in the prison, locked in the prisons, or get the penalty. Death penalty, and the difference between them and us is not completely different species. We are very similar in some aspect, but sometimes we control ourselves. Sometimes we just sometimes it is in the dangerous situations. We control ourselves, and in the safe situations, we 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 strive hard to keep ourselves in good condition to avoid those dangerous situations. That makes us life more uh, more safe and more durable. And unlike like these criminals, maybe they, in their safest time, they don't realize that these bad things can happen. They don't prepare anything, and don't, and then in this dangerous pushes impulses, and they just follow these impulses and don't reasonably release, don't reasonably guide, uh, resist the better impulses, and then better things could happen. So I kind of I kind of feel like people, and these things is not definitely different. Sometimes it's a little bit a tint of every aspect. And yeah, this is what I'm going to say. Thank you very much.